Dude, I think that guy that came in here, he was an NPC.
What's an NPC again?
A non-playable character or a
Participant.
Okay, yeah, whatever it is. But I think we just encountered an NPC. So
Because you didn't even ask his name, right?
no,
You don't know his name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he came in here with his daughter.
Hold on, building manager.
NPC.
Oh, it's locked. Hold on. Sorry, we're just doing a commercial promo for the. What's up? You want to take a picture? I don't have. You want me to send it to you? Yeah. Monday for sure. 100%. 100%. Monday. We're ready. You're finally ready. Sorry.
Akala police nga sa meron ako.
Oh yeah. We're kind of like a perfectionist. Sorry. So sorry.
Was she an NPC?
No. That lady's so nice too.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that in. Guys. Sorry. That was our wonderful building manager. She's so nice. She's just been wanting to try our food for so long, and
So good, man.
she's been asking me for like the past 2 months when you're going to open. But back to the NPC. So a little context, guys. Before, when we were setting up, some American guy from Kentucky walked in asking for directions for
Is it a pickup?
for his grab,
Okay.
his taxi or whatever. And then we helped him out. But it was just so funny that two, I guess we're considered expats, right?
Yeah.
Two expats kind of run into each other. And then as I was making our food here, after he left, I was like, that guy's an NPC, I think.
I love that his second question is, where are you from?
Yeah.
Can't make out exactly what are you.
Yeah, exactly. He was so shocked because, he's just expecting a Tagalog accent and just maybe not me be able to understand him. I was like, what's up, brother? But for sure, that guy was an NPC, man. For sure.
Yeah.
What
are the characteristics of an NPC in your opinion?
Let's see. They're like a distant memory. Like, this moment might pop into your head, but you don't know anything about them. They didn't really have any impact in your life.
Mm-hmm. So are they conscious? Do they have a soul?
I don't think that guy. No.
Do you think we're an NPC to some people?
Yeah. See, that's the problem right there. Because we could
just imagine if a person is just walking on the street. Just look at us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those guys are NPCs. I don't know them. I may never see them ever again. I'm like the hero of this story here. They're just NPCs.
Maybe. Maybe that's how the this whole simulation theory works. NPCs only work in the simulation theory, right?
Or in video games, right?
Yeah, in video games, which is a simulation.
Yeah.
So
think about it, dude. So can you tell the people what we're eating?
Oh yeah. So first of all, we are opening up Monday for sure. Soft opening, guys. If you're in town, stop by. But these are going to be a version of our quesadillas. So we have two options right now. We're eating the more fancy ones, but you can have a cheese quesadilla or one with more traditionally with meat in it. So we got some cheese, some chicken, sauces that I all made by hand. What do you think about it, dude?
Dude, the smokiness of the cheese with the sour cream.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Thank you, sir.
What they call the pico de gallo, right?
You got the pico de gallo.
No.
I have a sweet and spicy jalapeno, which I really love. And then some sour cream, and then that homemade garlic sauce that I make and I really love. It's pretty good. A little bit of a perfectionist, so I don't when it comes to my food, so I don't know.
What would be the price range of this entire thing? What are you saying?
Just for one?
Yeah, two, just for them two, right?
Yeah. For one, I'll probably charge, because these prices aren't set yet, but I'm thinking for a cheese quesadilla, somewhere around 100 pesos, a little bit more.
For this two or just one?
For one whole. No, for one whole.
This one.
For those two.
100 pesos.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. How do you feel about that price?
185.
Okay, cool. So I can go more?
Especially with chicken,
Mm-hmm.
you can go to 10 to 50.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out pricing here, man.
Yeah, we're talking about. So anything over 500, it has to be very high in the higher end.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I need to adjust down on my burritos then. Oh man. Okay. Sorry guys if about the chewing and stuff. So what's up, bro? How's your week going?
Good.
Actually, it's already Saturday. So how was your week?
Everything's going good.
Yeah.
I was training. I didn't train today because I have sunburn, but I was
Yeah.
training today.
It was good. So we had visitors from Tarlac
Okay.
and Manila.
Who's
So one visitor, shout out to Salvi. I don't know if you listen to pod.
yeah.
Trains out of Open Mat,
She usually trains here when she's visiting.
but she's I believe she's Kapampangan.
Yeah, I think her family is.
And then we had let's see, about maybe 3 or 4 white belts and the coach out of I don't know what gym they're out of, but they're out of Tarlac.
Okay.
I think his name's
Maybe over limit.
Over Limit.
Yeah, over limit.
I think his name's Big Red, Coach Red. So I got a question for you, by the way. Is there like is there a form of etiquette when you drop into a class or an open mat?
So like if you're a visiting,
Yeah. So like today it was a coach and some of his students. Do I hit you up on Instagram or Facebook like, hey, I'm stopping by, or since it's an open mat, do I just kind of drop in and it's okay?
Well, yeah, I guess I leave that up for the cross trainer. So since our schedules are posted anyway, so and
You're right.
as long as there's like a notification that there's no class, they can just walk right in. But if they want, if they can also like confirm if there's a class, or if they can like ask the coach or the gym to like if they can cross train. But it's fine. Either way, it's fine for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's always fun when new people come in because
of course, you get to like practice the moves you've been working on
Mhm.
against someone who doesn't know your game that much,
Yep.
and vice versa. You don't know their game also.
Mhm.
So the interaction, the environment that it's gonna create, it's gonna be worthwhile for the both practitioners.
So like, let's say, you did you're friends with RJ, so that doesn't count. You guys are best friends.
RJ, yeah,
But yeah, so you guys kind of did a little collab last month
Yeah.
before the
Mhm.
Marianas Pro.
Yeah.
But like, let's say it was me, you, maybe 3 other students. That's like what, 5 people. If you were going to drop in at their gym, would you give a heads up, or would we just kind of show up? What would you do personally?
Me personally, if it's RJ, for example,
Oh no, it's not RJ. Let's say it's not RJ.
a random gym.
Yep.
If it's a random gym, like, maybe I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd let them know. Yeah.
But I mean, most gyms are cool, right?
Yeah. Most gyms.
Yeah.
are cool. Yeah.
That's like a popular thing now, right? What do they call them? Like gym takeovers?
Dojo storming.
Dojo storming.
That's like the old school term.
Do you think these folks are like giving these other gyms a heads up? Like, hey, and because this is like a content thing as well.
Okay.
A lot of
Oh yeah.
right.
Yeah. So like you're talking about like, for example, B team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
telling them ahead of
Yeah,
time, right?
That way they can like prepare also for the content they're
Yeah,
gonna do.
that's true.
And they're also gonna hit up the other people because like if you don't tell, let's say you're a high level guy, like for example, you're Roger Greasy.
Mhm.
You're like visiting the Philippines. I guess they would appreciate it. The gym, they would appreciate him informing them. That way they can like tell the other students that Roger Greasy is gonna be training.
Yeah.
And that way, it's more fun that way.
Okay. Nice, man. I was able to kind of work more on that that video that you sent. It's like a overhook underhook when you're stuck in like half guard.
Half guard bottom.
Yeah,
Okay.
half guard bottom. No, you're on top.
Okay.
And you're trying to do the pass.
Okay.
So you underhook the right arm, you overhook the other arm, and then you.
I see. Marcelo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That thing is,
You love it?
I'm finding so much success with that, dude.
Yeah, then that's like what click in that particular position. So instead of like going for the traditional head and arm,
Yep.
shoulder and the neck, hip dropping, going to knee slice, or
Mhm.
going to quarter mount. Yeah, that's another option.
I think just like, since I'm finding, because I'm pretty good at my top pressure when I'm like balanced, and it works for me. So
And what I like about that position, you're so low on the ground.
Yep.
So if you're like a burly person, you feel like it's easier to maintain that position if you're a thicker, bigger guy.
exactly. Maybe that's why it's working for me.
Yeah.
So
So you just have to find the
Yeah.
way, the positions that work for you. What else? Who are you trying it to?
I was trying it on Coach Red.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I like
good. So if you can just kind of jam that underhook in,
Mhm.
and then you immediately get over, it's like perfect. So
Yeah.
I have a question for you. So when you want to like work a move out,
Mhm.
how long personally are you sticking to that move? Like, are you trying it like every week, every class, or is there a time limit for you
Not really.
till you
I
get it?
just once I feel like if it's easy, if I'm doing it to everyone,
Mhm.
that's a good indicator that you know already what you're doing.
Got it.
And you just work out the quirks of it. Let's say you're finishing let's say I'm doing butterfly guard, right?
Mhm.
I want to do the sweep. If I'm having a hard time doing a sweep with a particular setup, then I just find another setup where I can like make it successful. And that's where I tinker. Then
Got it.
I try that new approach to everyone else. Do I still am I still gonna be successful doing this different setup than the first setup? And you just
Mhm.
connect the dots from there. That way you have like a more natural way of finding the openings rather than forcing that this first one. This is the
Yeah.
only thing I'll do. But I
Yeah.
guess there's also value in that. If you're just gonna focus on one thing and you put the time on that one thing, eventually you're gonna get better. You're gonna get good at that one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just me personally, I like exploring other avenues.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? Since we're talking about techniques, just real quick.
yeah.
So I was stitching a video. I think it was like last week. I was just trying to make a highlight for the Instagram,
Mm.
and then I was watching not a match. I was watching a roll between you and Jay.
Lil J.
No, Jay, Better Than Average Pod.
Okay.
So when he was here last year,
Oh, I see.
yeah, you guys were rolling, and it was a beautiful roll, by the way. But he was doing this really cool bottom half. Not
He was in half guard.
No, he wasn't even half guard. He was in side control, actually.
Okay.
I think, yeah, you had him in side control, and he did this really cool, like,
Oh, like he wants to go belly down on the knees. That's like his.
yeah, exactly, man. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, what are the key components to that working?
Okay, so
'Cause
what I did, because I recognize that he's gonna do the roll.
Mhm.
Basically, he's gonna move his legs away. He's gonna swing the legs,
Yeah.
move the legs away from my legs. Then eventually turning, going belly down, going on the knees, just to recover, turtle recovery.
Yes,
Turtle guard recovery.
exactly.
So what I did to slow him down, I cupped his bottom arm. So let's imagine you're in side control, right? In order for you to turn, the elbow has to be free.
Yeah.
But since I'm cupping the tricep like this, you won't be able to turn.
Yep.
Belly down. So I slowed them down long enough for me to step over my leg and get the back.
That's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that sequence. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dang, dude. You remember that just like that?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Do you have that like with a lot of your roles and stuff?
Yeah.
Dang.
The noteworthy ones. Yeah. I know when I fuck up. So when I even like before the fuck up happens, like the wrong grip, the wrong positioning of my leg, I already know. Oh no, this gonna get me smashed. And
Okay.
I think I use that information to like improve.
Gotcha. Oh, you know what's one I remember is when I was trying to do the over under pass on you, and then you ended up arm barring me in a way. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
week.
I overhooked your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
Because the
like,
arm
oh,
is
okay.
there. Yeah.
And I'm so glad you did that. I was like, oh, okay, so I have to be careful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
I
exactly.
remember that one. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Because
So-
like there's a possibility of you getting your arm extended
Mhm.
in that position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then it also made me realize if you're on the other end of that, it's like, oh, I could just grab that bad boy and
Yeah.
extend it. So
Yeah.
it's pretty
Exactly.
cool. So, what's going on with lessons this week? Anything new?
Okay,
Anything you
so
want to work on?
This past week, I've been experimenting a lot with
Ooh.
head control. So we were still doing half guard, butterfly guard. So how I teach the butterfly guard? Me, I wasn't really a butterfly guard player. I only started doing it already at brown belt, early brown belt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't. I remember that's the last before the pandemic happened. That was the last lesson of Coach Ralph. He was teaching butterfly because he attended like Adam Merzinski seminar, and he was like so impressed. So he started teaching it in class.
Oh, wow.
So that's the last lesson I remember him teaching before the lockdown. So I wasn't really able to like improve on it or like added it into my game. Not until when I got my brown belt. So it's fairly new doing butterfly guard.
Gotcha.
So anyway, So from butterfly, so the concept in butterfly guard that I like to tell my students is when the head is lower than the hips, the sweep is possible. So how you're able to bring the head down, so that's posture control. So that's where you get to experiment with the grips. So collar grip, the most available one, the collar grip. But it's easy also to break. They can go 2-on-1, break the collar grip. Or sometimes if the guy is stronger, they just posture up. So you have to like improve the collar grip with maybe an overhook, an underhook, or my personal favorite is going over the shoulder, grabbing the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see you do that
so
a
I
lot.
like that grip a lot.
Mhm.
That way, whenever they posture up, you can make them carry your weight, making it more difficult for them to posture up. So again, I want to fulfill that requirement of forcing the head lower than the hips. That way, when I try the sweep, it's gonna be effortless. I'm not gonna be like forcing it, you know. So keeping that in mind, whenever you wrap your arm around your opponent's head via headlock, front headlock, let's say someone's turtled, so you're in front of them, headlock, or even the guillotine grip. So you can use the guillotine as a way to threaten the submission to finish the sweep, and vice versa. Threaten the sweep, finish the submission. So that's what we've been working on. So I started my students with I let them choose any position with the guillotine. So if they wanna start from double butterfly guard with the guillotine, if they wanna start with on the side already, on the same side where you're hugging the head, or on the offside. That way they get to like explore how to finish it or convert it to a sweep.
Yeah.
And now the guy on top, they can like explore the escapes. So like the
I see.
objective would be for the guy who's defending to just free the head, where there's no more threat of they're no longer controlling your head basically. Then guy on the bottom or the guy who has a guillotine just finish the sweep or finish the submission.
Gotcha.
So you did that a while ago, right?
Yes.
With Jay.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so I just started you guys just get to a guillotine position, right?
Mhm.
And I gave you the chance to explore what works, what doesn't. Then when I feel like you're not getting what I think would be a better position or how to address it, I specified the specific position where like stay on your side, or when you're on top, try to go to the opposite side.
Yep.
And when you're at the bottom, always try to finish it on the same side. And now it becomes more apparent, like
Yeah.
how the behavior emerges from that.
Mhm.
But we're just basically just corralling the focus of the students. Focus on this hand, focus on this side, focus on this control, keep them away from this.
Yes.
And then it's more apparent how they're like learning the position already, both attacking and defending. So maybe you can tell them more on the experience, what you did?
Yeah, so today I leading up to this lesson specifically,
No guillotines, right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I had 0 guillotine experience. I think I tried once and ended up getting tapped. But so with just I think it was only we rolled for under 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Under 10 minutes I was able to learn like 3 types of grips on what works, how to defend properly, because that's one thing I had
Like the
0 clue.
positioning.
Yep, exactly. Like, on that second round you opened up to me like you should go move to the other side or hold them on the choking side if you're trying to apply it. So
You were able to convert one to a sweep, I think.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And so when you were when you were the one when you were the one defending and you're able to go to the offside, the guy who's attacking has to find a way to, get out from that position.
Yep.
So move the legs away, like what Jay was doing in our role. Move the legs away, belly down, reset the position to the same side.
Yep.
Or again, use that momentum to convert it to a butterfly sweep.
And yeah, that's another one I realized, like, just because they kind of escape, it's not over yet. You can just reset and try to do it
Exactly.
again. It's pretty cool.
Thus you have head control.
Yep.
You're able to bring the head lower than the hips.
And then most importantly, at the end of it, me and you were able to chat. The fact that you were, because we've been doing butterflies, so I'm trying to understand a little bit more. And you made me realize, like, yeah, you have to have the head lower than the hips in order for this to work.
To be possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of leads me up to my next question with this then. Like, what are the most common mistakes you've seen over the past few weeks with the butterfly and the guillotine, even though you just kind of introduced it?
I wouldn't call them mistakes.
Okay.
Just the learning process of them figuring out. Because I never told them to do a particular grip. I let them decide the grip they want. They can change it whatever they want. Because like if study the great guillotiners. They have very different grips, depending on the arm size, depending on the length of the forearm, the bicep, depending on the size of your torso, depending also the size of the neck of the person you're trying to strangle.
Yep.
So it's gonna vary a lot. So rather than focusing on one particular grip or one particular sequence, just let them explore. And then I just add what they should focus on. If I feel like they're always losing the guillotine, why are they losing it? Is the person able to like break the grips? Then maybe find another grip where you can like keep them on, keep the head controlled, right? Keep your arms connected.
Yep.
Are they escaping because they're able to go to the offside and put a lot of weight on you? So this time, when keep them, don't let them get to the, use the foot to block the hip.
Yep.
To not allow them to go to keep it on the same side. If that doesn't work, if you're particularly working on attacking from the offside, find a way to move your hips away, reset, or if you can finish it from there, why not? If not, then just try this other variations. So I wouldn't say it's a mistake. It's a learning process
I like
of
that.
them figuring it out on their own. Like the people doing the guillotine, like at least in our class this past few days, they all use different grips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even tell them if it's arm in or no arm. I just let them decide. You're gonna naturally gravitate towards what's comfortable for you.
Yeah. There was a quick moment. So when I was rolling with Jay, he told me his own personal opinion was choking hand under the neck, and he grabs right here. Right. So I was like, okay, I was trying that. And then I was watching Hannah in Divine Roll. Hannah was going like full arm under, and then she was grabbing like this or something like that. It was like completely different, but she was finding so much success with her own. I was like, oh.
Because relatively, Divine has a smaller neck and torso relative to Hannah. So she has to cover a lot of space. Otherwise, if it's like too loose, she's like Divine could like wiggle out of it.
Yeah.
As opposed to with you're bigger, Jay is smaller. So he has to keep it really compact in his particular.
Makes sense.
So that also plays a role. That's a constraint also. Like the size of your opponent you're choking, So you just have to figure it out. Like if I'm gonna choke you, guillotine, and let's say small Gabriel.
Yes.
Totally different. How I would do it to you, it's not gonna work on him, and vice versa.
Dang, man. Levels. So many levels to this thing, dude. I like it. So is this something you're going to also continue into this week?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm focusing more on the guillotine. Then that's where I'll introduce like other like variations of like, the doors, anaconda choke. So it's going to be there.
Nice, man. Hell yeah. So when you were, let's say from white belt to blue, like was there like a specific guard you were focusing on? And then I'm going to ask you a follow-up question, blue to purple.
White to blue. Okay.
Yeah.
So from white to purple, white belt, half guard, close guard.
Half guard, close guard.
I didn't even work on it after 6 months. That's when I started seriously working on my close guard.
Okay.
So 6 months in white belt up to blue belt, I would say my strongest guard is close guard. Like it's strong. So then 1 year white belt up to purple belt, collar sleeve guard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So those two, because I use the collar sleeve to get the close guard as well. I use that guard to get the close guard, especially in competition. I try to rest. Then if I can't sweep them in closer, I open it again, collar sleeve. So I just use those two interchangeably. But half guard was always been there. So blue belt also half guard. So basically those 3 guards, close guard, half guard, collar sleeve. Those are my main guards. Yeah.
I remember you telling me once a long time ago that like you got so confident with your close guard that you kind of got bored of it.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, I want to be that good at close guard.
Or me, even I just feel like I'm not improving in other aspects of the guard.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I force myself to not use it. Like collar sleeve, I don't even get sleeves anymore. If you notice, I don't grab sleeves.
Nope.
I only grab the sleeve for butterfly. But I don't do spider guard. I don't do collar sleeve.
Yeah.
I stopped doing lapel guards. So right now I'm focusing on butterfly guard. Yeah, of course X guard, single leg X, but more butterfly. And now with the guillotine, I'm adding it too.
So, for your own personal game, are these like evolving from mat time videos, a mixture of both?
Yeah, perception. Yeah, mixture
yeah.
of both. Like doing the movements itself, and watching other people do it. So whether it's a YouTube match, instructional, competition, anything that can improve your perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
That's why I don't hate on people who watch IG videos.
Yeah.
Because I've learned a lot from just watching random, even if it's not gonna work in competition or in a live role. Just the possibility of it, the concept is there, or maybe it's just me. I'm sure some people when they watch instructionals or they watch, highlight reel videos, they think they're really gonna do that specific move in competition or in live. But I just don't think that way anymore. I just use it as a concept, as a way to improve my perception
Oh, okay.
of grappling. Yeah.
That
So
makes
that
sense.
way it's helpful.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. We didn't do we didn't do Turkish wrestling this week. I'm kind of sad.
You're sad?
Yeah, man.
Who would you want to oil you up?
Probably you.
Me?
Probably you. Yeah. Have you?
Oh, kiss ass.
No. Man, dude. I don't know who I want to oil me up.
Would you rather be oiled by Diego or I'm not gonna say Kyle because he's a minor.
He's not a minor. He's 18 already, dude.
Is he 18 already?
Yeah, he's already 18.
Diego
That's
or
drinking age.
JR?
I'm gonna go with my boy Diego.
Diego?
Yeah.
He has nicer hands.
I don't know, man. I just feel like it'd feel less gay. I'm just kidding, dude. Speaking of less gay, shout out to all the gay people, man. I just what's the cover up for it? If you don't want to like sound like a homophobe, like I have
No homo? No Diddy?
I have a lot of gay friends. That's like another one. But it's making me think of something. So sometimes, or a lot of the times when we're not podcasting here, we will podcast at JR's restaurant in Bacolora, which is like on a good day, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
30, yeah.
Yeah. So this guy and I, we have like really good conversations off camera.
Like, I guess 90% of like the best conversations are not.
Yeah. And like, I've joked around about making our
OnlyFans?
No, fuck you, dude. No. Our maybe
Patreon.
Patreon content because of how explicit it is, dude. But we talk about some good stuff. So, and you brought up this genius idea, like a way we can kind of talk about the things that we talk about in my car is like, what are like the most taboo things to talk about?
Yeah.
Let's start off with like here in the Philippines.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
What I don't see a lot of versus what you can see in America is like sex. At
yeah,
this
for
point,
sure.
Like,
yeah.
Sex seems like so, it still seems taboo here. What do you think? Am I off?
I would say, yeah. It's definitely not out in the open. Although I would say it's more Western now than like 20 years ago.
Probably. Yeah.
But it's still on the down low.
Especially if you're comparing it to the West.
Yeah.
Specifically America, man.
Yeah.
Like,
because in the West, there's just this wild west there.
Yeah. It's straight
their
up
business, yeah.
I think it's almost, there was like a sexual revolution in like the 60s, right? I kind of want to compare it to
that. Coincided with the invention of the pill, right?
I think so.
Birth control
maybe.
Pill?
Yeah, I did. I don't know about it, but yeah. So, I mean,
like, there's no way you're gonna let's say if you open like adult film industry here, it's not gonna fly for now.
No way.
It's not gonna fly.
Like, just imagine if you're the building owner of that place and like you're super religious and you do find out that like there's a fucking like a production place and they're shooting porn videos.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't.
no way, dude. Yeah. So
in that way, it's still too conservative.
Would you say it's behind here or is it just different? I feel like it's just different.
What do you mean behind?
Like, like as a culturally, is it behind?
In the sex game?
Or? Yeah. Do you feel like basically what I'm asking is, do you feel like the Philippines should stay conservative as far as like sex and talking about sex, or should we open up a little bit more? What's your opinion? Do you like it just how it is?
Yeah, I like it just the way it is.
So you want it to be all behind doors, secret? Because
But-
I mean, let's be real here. The more conservative folks are, kind of like
the darker
where
they
all
are.
the freaks are, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The classic like schoolgirl or
Catholic girls,
schoolboy.
yeah. All girls Catholic school.
Yeah, man.
That's true. But
Yeah. You like it how it is?
I like it how it is, but because the thing with the US, it's just so out there, it's just so in your face.
It's too much.
It's just too much.
It's way too much. I
Maybe
agree.
if you can find a sweet spot.
Man, is there a sweet spot with sex or with
I don't
talking
know.
about sex? Like, is there a
'Cause
middle?
it's so subjective.
Yeah.
What's
exactly.
acceptable? What's it's so subjective
Yeah.
when you think about it. When you think about it, it's just sex, right? But yeah, it's fascinating.
Am I wrong? Correct me on this one. Was contraception illegal here at one point?
Was I don't think so.
No. Okay. So
Maybe abortion
yeah, abortion's still illegal. Yeah.
since day one. I think.
Yeah. But contraception is not illegal.
Not really.
So you
I
can
guess
get
it's just
condoms. You can.
It's just at least for the church, it's just frowned upon.
Oh, okay.
But not anymore.
Are you familiar with the day after pill?
I've heard about it.
Can you get that here?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Oh, okay. I would think that one would let's look it up. One would think that's like a form of abortion, right?
Really?
I don't know, isn't it?
I don't think so.
It's a pill you pop, and I'll find out later. But yeah, okay. Maybe then that's not necessarily taboo. Then it's kind of just under wraps.
Yeah.
What's another like taboo thing here in the Philippines? Do people talk about like on podcasts or shows here about politics outside of the big news companies?
I think so. Some
Yeah.
still, some do.
So not
It's
taboo,
not as
right?
taboo as in the US. I guess.
Okay.
But no, even in the US, they talk about it. I guess it's just not dinner conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, how often are you talking about politics with your friends and family?
Not really. Not really interested.
Yeah.
But in the US, how like taboo is it to talk about politics?
I don't think it's taboo at all, man. Everybody has their opinion, especially like
I
as
think
of
race
late.
is more taboo, right?
Well, as far as like what you say and words, it's more about like words.
So just be
Words
careful
you
with your
say.
words. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the tide's kind of coming back in, but like especially with like comedian podcasters, like they actually kind of bowed down for a little bit over the past 5 years.
Mhm.
Like they would a lot of these big names, they wouldn't say the F word.
So basically
They
became
wouldn't
woke.
see the N word. Yes,
Okay.
because they were worried about their shows getting canceled.
Yeah.
But so words you say is pretty big. Is that a thing here now? Like, are people big on like words?
Let's say, I guess depends on the person, but generally speaking, let's say if you're just a regular person, I don't think so.
Like, let me ask you this: is like bakla, is
Mhm.
that derogatory? Do people get offended with that?
It can be, depends on the context.
Yeah.
So let's say if you're like for close friends, that's how we joke around.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Okay. So kind of it's all context.
Yeah, it's all context. But
Gotcha.
even before, like, not really. It's not really a big deal. Like, no one's gonna sue you for it. You're not gonna lose your job for it, like in the US, right?
This is also my own personal opinion. Like from just being here, living here the past 3 years, and then also visiting over the past 10 years, because like transgender politics, it's still a hot
It's a
topic
new
right
one,
now.
right?
Yeah, but I feel like here it's always just been socially accepted. Like if you're transgendered, like it's all good.
I would say it's
Or like, are there people getting hated on?
you're not
Like-
gonna get killed for it.
Okay.
That time.
Okay.
You're not gonna get beat up. You're just gonna get made fun of, maybe. So I would say it's tolerated.
Okay. So if I was, let's say I identified as a transgender woman,
Yeah. No, so you're just
what bathroom would I use?
Same. Your birth,
Okay.
Gender, yeah.
So I definitely can't go into a fucking like female bathroom.
unless it's really convincing.
I
If
see,
you
I see.
if you had the surgery in Thailand, then maybe you could get away with.
Gotta be good.
Yeah, gotta be good.
Yeah.
Good doctor,
Have you ever ran into somebody that like you were just like, whoa, how?
dude. When I was in Bangkok, yeah,
Oh, you been to
I
Thailand?
got fooled. Yeah,
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
that's like the best over there, huh?
like damn, I'm gonna be. I'll get tricked if I'm like into those kind of things.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference.
Like to the point where you're just like, all right, fine, it's all good.
It's not gay.
That's like I don't know if I want to go down that road, but that's an interesting one.
That's
an interesting one.
That's an American thing or a Western thing, right?
Which one? Which part
Like
specifically?
Because like I know people from the US. They really can't tell the difference. Like an Asian man tranny.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, see, even that word, tranny.
In the US?
Yeah, you can't use that word anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, I think the transgender community finds it offensive.
What's the politically correct thing?
Transgendered?
Transgendered?
Yeah, but that's like fairly new. We would just call them trannies. Before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trannies,
It's okay here.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Tranny.
I mean, even for the trannies, I think it's not that big yet here.
Yeah.
Like, how many Chinese are here in the Philippines when you think about it? Less than 1 million? Less than 1,000, I think.
Oh, as a whole,
Yeah.
probably not a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's the same in the U.S.
So they're too few to be causing problems.
Oh, I
You
see.
know what I'm saying?
Problems.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Like, you mean, suing people?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Can you sue people for, let's say, if somebody like, what's the word?
Libel?
Misgendered you?
Here?
Is that a thing?
I
Can
don't
you
think-
misgender someone here?
It's not a thing here.
Okay.
That's a US thing.
Yeah.
Or Canadian thing, maybe.
Gotcha. Interesting. It's so different here, man.
Yeah.
So different here. Oh, speaking of, so last week we talked about how when you were working for corporate,
Yeah.
they give you a prostate
employment.
exam,
Yeah.
and then they check your poop.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to look at that.
Yeah.
Because I went to
When you hired your employees?
no. For me personally, because I went to go get my blood work done,
Okay.
check my testosterone levels and everything, and they have like this menu
Yeah.
of just things you can do. I went to
The package.
I went to High Precision down here at Angeles, and there's a pre-employment
Yeah.
package, and it's exactly.
There's even an executive one.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. But like, why do they have to check your poop, dude?
I don't know.
Are there people like scamming HMOs and shit? That's the only reason.
Maybe it's a money game, right?
Yeah, like think about it. Like,
I mean,
knock on wood, you're good.
unless you're handling food, I don't see the point of checking your poop. Right? Because bacteria or
Yeah. I mean, what are they looking for? Like fucking
Parasites?
hepatitis?
Yeah.
Parasites. Yeah.
That's why if you're handling food, then okay,
that makes
fine.
sense.
But if you're in corporate, I don't see the point.
Because people here have way more parasites than elsewhere. I'm gonna
Do
assume.
they? I don't
Dude,
think.
there has to be, dude. I mean, I love living here and everything, but there should be more regulation on how clean things should be, okay?
Okay, fair.
And plus, but also on top of that, we live in a tropical environment.
Which is a breeding ground.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So
fair,
that's,
fair.
that's out of our control.
That's a fair point.
That's out of the Philippines' control. You can't control that.
Yeah.
So, and the parasites that they have here would not be able to survive in America because of how cold it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
that's.
just changing seasons, right?
Huh. Should I check the poop of my employees that I'm about to hire?
You should personally do the prostate check.
Bro, nobody would even think twice about it too. They're like, okay. Anything for that's kind of sad.
Dude, how big are your fingers?
Huh?
Oh man, that's gonna suck.
Dude, I'm getting jiu-jitsu fingers now, dude. Look.
Oh, so it's rib
Look at that.
for their pleasure.
Yep. Look at that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Let's go with one more taboo thing. What is something like you just can't talk about here in the Philippines, dude?
I have one. Mental health.
Oh,
I would say that's a
good
taboo
one.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still very much like pull up your by your bootstraps and shut the fuck up.
Not
huh?
even there. It's more of like that doesn't exist. You just don't believe in God.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Give your life to Jesus. That's it.
Man,
That's like the
dude.
common thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, mental health.
Not a thing here.
Not really. Yeah, but
But you know what's weird?
Yeah.
It seems like people are happier here.
yeah, that's
People-
exactly.
It seems like, dude, people with nothing literally still smile versus like, I don't know,
Yeah.
someone with a middle, like average American life and they can't find happiness.
Yeah, dude, I lived in the US for a year. Combined.
Okay.
2 separate occasions, 6 months, 6 months. Like most people there are very like I don't know what's the word. Maybe because it's of the drugs. It's like
Has a lot to do with it.
had to do with the medication, right?
Yeah. Medication, social media as of late.
Yeah.
But, I mean, social media is here and people still seem to be happier.
Yeah.
Does the Philippines have a drug problem?
Not Mexico levels. Like you're not gonna find mass graves anytime soon, I think. At least
Yeah.
not to my knowledge.
Yeah. Okay.
Like in Mexico, like every month they're finding mass graves. Have you heard about it?
No.
Dude. Mass
Really?
graves, like 200 people dead
Damn, dude.
from cartel.
Oh yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. That's
So you know that you have a problem. It's
Yeah.
in that level, right?
Man, that's another podcast.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I would want to talk about that here. Who runs the drug game in the Philippines? But yeah, dude. So mental health, not much a thing. So what do you do here if you have a real mental health problem? Where do you go, man?
Dude, man.
Just gotta go online, talk to somebody.
Well, if you feel like you're experiencing or you think you have mental health issues, then I would say, yeah, find a professional, of course. Of course, like have a talk with your family, your friends, people you're close with. Yeah, of course, it's something you shouldn't be dealing with alone. I think if it's really a problem, right? So you really,
Yeah.
if you really need help, yeah, it's okay to seek help. But I think that's just
But what I'm
very few people.
that's what I'm saying though. Like,
Yeah.
is there a place I can find here, an office?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like psychologist, psychiatrist. Yeah.
Yeah. What's a psychotherapist?
Psychotherapist.
Do you know?
No.
Let's look up the difference. Because the reason I asked,
Psychotherapist.
yeah, because up top, literally, my neighbor one up is it says on there like her name plus psychotherapist.
Right.
But what's the difference between a psychotherapist and a regular therapist?
I don't
How do you spell
First time I
psycho?
heard that term.
PSY psychotherapist. Oh, psychotherapy. Is that a thing? Psychotherapy, also known as talk therapy or counseling, is a form of treatment that uses psychological methods to help individuals change their thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. Oh, okay.
Oh, so psychologist.
Psychologist. Oh, okay. Interesting that she went with psychotherapy instead of psychologist. Yeah. Well, I guess that answers my question if she's literally up top. Have you ever used a psychologist or mental health
for myself?
Professional help? Yeah.
No.
I have.
You have?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was curious.
When was this?
This was right before I moved here, actually. Right before. So this was in early 2023. The walls were caving in. I think now that I can like kind of dissect things because I'm 5 years removed from the pandemic, it was just kind of it was just a stressful time trying to keep my restaurants like afloat.
Okay.
So it felt really, really like it was a weird time for me. So I was like, okay, you know what? Why don't I try talking to a therapist? Okay. So I think I used I forgot what it was. It was a popular online one. Oh, and one of my friends was doing it. I was like, he's like, you should try it, dude. Like it helped me. So I signed up. It's like hell, dude. It's so expensive.
It's like
per
hour.
It's like no, it's $120 a month.
Okay.
I think it was like $120 a month.
Is this in person or
no? It's online. Yeah, because I didn't feel comfortable enough to talk to somebody in person. Oh, and then you know what happened? A lot of one of the podcasters that I really like, he's like such an advocate. Oh, Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God was like, he always talks about it. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot, and I didn't find it helpful. It wasn't bad or anything. It's just like maybe I didn't find the right therapist, but he was just very like I don't know. We didn't connect.
Okay.
And he would ask me like base level questions, and it just felt like I was talking to a stranger. But maybe that's how he helped me. Maybe he made me realize that my problems weren't really problems.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it did work. But I moved here, and my plan was to continue it. Then all my problems went away when I moved here too. Dude, man, it's so weird how all of my problems went away when I came here. It's not all of my problems, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, the problems that were supposedly like making me sad and all of these things are not there anymore. So
I guess it's just a matter of, sometimes you just have to remove yourself from that environment. So in your case, in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And so offers you a different perspective in life.
Yep. I think one of the, if ever I write a book about myself, which I will never do, but if ever I did, this is going to be like the most pivotal chapter of my life, moving to the Philippines.
I remember maybe there are earlier episodes you were mentioning, how I said jiu-jitsu finds you when you most need it?
Yeah.
And in your case, it's because it's the perfect time. When you moved there, you didn't know anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're telling me now that you had to
no friends.
Right?
Yeah.
And so jiu-jitsu made perfect sense.
Yes.
In that way.
Yeah. That's one of our most popular episodes.
Yeah, really? Huh?
Yeah, dude.
Was that with Ivan or?
It was
Before
it went to 2 episodes. Yeah, it was like episode 1, and then it kind of resurfaced with Ivan.
Okay.
We got to get Ivan on here again,
Yeah.
man. I want to talk to him. Way better lighting this time too. Yeah. Taboo stuff. Hey, dude, are there any cults here?
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Sure there are.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's one of those. Okay, you know what? Subscribe to our Patreon.
One of those letters.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Drop a comment
BJJ.
to our real listeners, the people who've been listening to us, guys. You know, even though we joke around about starting a Patreon behind like a paywall, I mean, we would only charge like what? Super cheap.
Dude, why not just add a donation thing?
Yeah, there you go. Because that's the way around it. If you have a Patreon, you could talk about whatever you want because people are paying you or donating.
Yeah. Whereas if it's a donation, we're still not compelled to do whatever they want, right?
Yep. So DM us, hit us up on Instagram or YouTube. Let us know if you'd like to see it. And maybe me and James will do it. We'll do an extra. We could just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, we're in a simulation anyway, right? So if we're gonna get killed somehow,
don't fucking matter. Hopefully there's you know what? Speaking of simulation, would you want a restart button? Or you're just like, that's it?
right? Not right now, but
yeah, no restart button for you, huh?
Not right now.
Wow, interesting.
Like, what do you mean restart? Like respawn somewhere else?
Let's say, okay, I'm going to make it nice for you. Let's say your simulation ends.
New set of memories.
Yep. And then whoever, God, Allah, or whoever's running this whole thing, he was like, James, you get a reset button. But,
yeah,
you're going to be a girl. Yeah, I don't know. Like, just let's just say like God was just like, hey, you got to reset. You want it or no? You want to end it all? Stay here with me in heaven. Let's say, okay, let's assume that there's another place you're going to go to.
But are you going to be the one deciding your next,
sure,
whatever? Or,
sure, why not? Let's do it. Or yeah, actually, you know what? God said, okay, here's your reset button, knowing everything you know now, or you stay here with me in the kingdom of heaven. What are you doing? Assuming kingdom of heaven is a real thing.
Oh, so that's like your option. When you die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's just say that. We'll make it tough for you, dude.
Yeah, I'll do the reset.
You do the reset?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of more inclined to do the reset.
I mean, heaven.
But the thing is, though, like, you know, the way people talk about heaven, especially Catholics, like, it's everything you've ever wanted.
Yeah.
Isn't
just that a better reset?
Yeah, exactly.
An executive reset.
Yeah. That's why it's a tougher choice.
Yeah.
I don't know why the human in me wants to have a reset and try to do it again.
And when you think about it, then it's never going to end. You're going to have a infinite reset.
So then it turns into hell.
When you think about it, it's just stuck, right?
Yeah. Because you should want the kingdom of heaven. But then, you know, we're like technically in our prime. Ask me that when I'm in my 80s. You're like, man, fuck all these people. Dude. Like, I've seen it all.
Just want it over.
Yep, dude. You know, that's like another profound thing I see in like old people. They're just like, I'm just waiting
to die, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, wow.
They're just
this person lived his life right.
Yeah,
I think because they're waiting.
Yeah,
whether it just be darkness or heaven
or hell
or even hell, they're just good with it. That's crazy, right? I think that's a life well lived. That's a life well lived, in my opinion. Or they're just fucking pissed.
Yeah, when I think about it, like I saw my grandmother died in front of me.
Oh, you were there.
She was sick, but she seemed peaceful. You know, she knows already.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
I haven't seen a peaceful death yet.
Really?
I've only seen the like struggling to live ones
because of disease, or
they're just like, you know, they're in pain. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, because of disease or like, you know, like a major stroke or something. Okay. Yeah. So, how do you want to go out, dude?
I don't know, man. Hopefully comfortable in my bed.
That's like the best way, right?
Yeah.
you just clock out.
Yeah. Sometimes I think about it. You know, sometimes I ride my bike. You know, if I get hit by a truck or run over, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, that's gotta suck so
that's
bad.
Gotta suck, man.
Dude, did you see that some asshole bus driver ran into like a pile of cars on like
This is Vancouver, right?
near No, this is here in the Philippines
Okay.
in Tarlac, dude.
Oh, really?
They were like, I don't know what happened. Like he was either on his phone or he was just speeding and lost control.
Maybe fell asleep.
He killed like, I want to say like 20 plus people, dude, including kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. What an asshole.
That sucks. That's
Yeah,
a
man.
yeah. If that were to happen to me, I would want a reset button.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you
I don't
go.
want to, because my life is beautiful at the moment, so I don't need
Yeah.
a reset button. But yeah, if that happened to me, if I'm that guy, I'd want a reset button.
Yeah.
that sucks, man.
Yeah. It sucks on all parties.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure that guy didn't want to fucking kill
Yeah.
all those people, but also like do your job, man, and
Hmm.
not, you know? But yeah, dude. Let's see here.
Simulation. Oh, what do you think about people with split personality disorders
Ooh.
or multiple?
What do you mean? Interesting.
Yeah, so since we're talking about simulation, the nature of consciousness. So let's say, RJ, you're a person. Let's say you got diagnosed by a doctor that you have like two personalities inside you. So this RJ, then like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
So what is this second personality? Is this an extension? Is this the same RJ but just a different, like a fractured RJ that developed into a new one? Or is this a totally different consciousness? So are there like two souls in the body sharing one body? Or is this like just a fraction piece of that one soul that turned into a different one? Like how atoms multiply.
Yeah.
So can souls also multiply when it gets fractured?
Yeah.
And as a healing mechanism is to like become two? I don't know. Just thinking top of my head.
The conspiracy theorist in me wants to say that
It's fake.
no, not that it's
just
fake.
they're just paid actors. The personality is a paid actor.
This just comes off top. I've never thought about it, but like think about it. Maybe there was a glitch in myself here
Mhm.
and then a different timeline, RJ.
Okay.
We accidentally intertwined and then somehow we got stuck. So it's the same RJ, but in two different timelines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, for example, twins. Let's say, you know how like some twins usually the one baby is bigger than the other.
Yeah.
And at extreme cases, it's so big like your twin is just like a small part of your shoulder.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So like
yeah.
that first one got all the nutrients or something. But technically, that's still a second person, right?
Yeah. Does that little thing have a soul?
Exactly.
Man, that's a good question.
Right?
That's actually a really interesting thought. Like if you have legit split personality disorder, are there two different
maybe
souls?
you were supposed to have a twin and you just absorbed everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could be, right?
Because there are for real people out there who have split personality disorders, and
Yeah.
they're like just trying to like fight for the stage.
Yeah.
Like two different people. It's crazy.
And that's even fascinating, just having two. But how about the multiple ones?
Yeah.
Like if you've seen Split.
Yeah.
Alright, my favorite movie about this is John Cusack.
John Q. Oh,
Uh
let's look it up.
Identity. That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
great
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a great
yeah,
movie.
Yeah. I need to revisit. I've watched
That's
it.
a great
I barely
movie.
remember
Yeah.
it.
So he has multiple personalities. One personality is a killer, a serial killer.
Oh yeah, dude, you're right. That is a great movie.
That's a great movie.
I remember. now.
Underappreciated movie.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Cusack, underrated actor in my opinion.
I would say.
Yeah, that guy's dope.
Yeah.
Huh. Man, could you imagine one body containing two souls?
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
That's got to be weird.
It's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, dude, one RJ soul is enough for this.
Like I would say there's personalities where it's more feminine, masculine,
Mhm.
So you're kind of like a mixed bag almost.
Do you ever feel feminine sometimes? So off topic, but have you ever felt feminine? Because I've heard this question before. I don't know where. And it made me think, like, what is it like to feel feminine?
I don't even know.
The only time I can think of this is when I did too much testosterone.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe
And my estrogen levels shot up.
when you sit to pee, you feel feminine.
Damn, dude.
When you're supposed to go number 2,
Yeah.
but only pee comes out. Yeah, I feel feminine.
Like, oh, shit. Dude, that would suck so much that you have to sit down to pee.
Yeah.
That would
That would
sucks.
Or like every month your nose is gonna bleed for 7 days.
No, dude, not your nose. What if your penis bleed for fucking 7? That's scary.
Then you have to wear a diaper, right?
Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah. How can
Hey,
you like,
what would a man pad look like, dude?
Ooh.
Because they have inserts for women.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that a taboo thing here?
What's that?
Using
Menstrual cup?
no, not what do you call the thing that you insert?
IUD?
No, not an IUD. It's for menstruation. Instead of using like a liner,
Uh-huh.
there's an insert.
Yeah, menstrual cup. I think
Cup?
that's
It's
what
not
they
a cup.
call it.
No, it's not a cup.
Is that a cup?
It's like a. This is two men talking about men. See, you're not familiar with it.
No, I know.
I why can't I think of it? But basically,
I'm thinking of a menstrual cup. Is it
No,
like a chalice?
oh no, think of it. It's like, give me that paper towel. It's a paper towel, but it's super skinny, and you put it into your vagina.
Okay.
You've never-
so
you don't know about
absorbs? No.
Yeah. Oh, see, so maybe it is taboo here because it's the act of putting something into your vagina.
Really?
You've never heard of it?
No.
Really?
No.
Hold on.
It's a thing?
Yeah, dude. So okay, so like this is so bad, dude. Okay, think of way skinnier enough to fit in a woman's vagina, and then there's a little string on the bottom. So what you do is you take it, insert it in your vagina, and then you pull.
And it absorbs the...
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of having to wear a liner,
what do you call that?
let's go find out.
Tampon.
Tampon. Yeah, tampon. There
I don't
you
think
go.
so. Yeah, I don't think so.
So tampon is taboo here, or it's just not?
I don't think so. It's not taboo.
Then okay, so women do you probably use it here. Okay,
They use it.
let's see how much it costs in the film.
Tampons?
Yeah, let me turn it off because that'll like indicate if it like how popular it is here. If I
Really?
can I easily buy a tampon here?
I think you can do in Shopee.
Let's Google it. Okay,
Tampon price.
tampon.
I definitely don't see it in commercials or in ads.
Shopping. Oh, see, I turned off my VPN. Where is it? See, you can't buy them here, dude. It's illegal.
I guess it's just not that common yet.
How crazy would that be if it's illegal in
Because I think menstrual cups are popular. Because you can reuse it, you know?
menstrual cup is also an insert?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then why would dude, how come nothing's popular? I think my VPN, so okay, but you're right. So you've never met anyone that uses tampon?
I think I have.
The things we talk about on this podcast.
From simulation to tampon talk.
We're talking about like split personalities. You ever feel like you have two different personalities? I feel like I have two different
Dude, what if
personalities all the time.
one of your split personalities, their kink is like putting tampons up your butt? What if that's their thing?
I would like time to hit the reset button.
You're Mr. Hyde, it's like
my
putting
God,
tampons
dude. That's
up
so
the butt.
gross, dude. Because dude, tampons absorb. Just imagine pulling that nasty ass tampon out your fucking gross asshole. Fuck that, dude. Oh man, dude. Fuck. That's
But with the split personalities thing, right?
yeah.
Aren't you just happy you don't have a split personality?
Yeah.
Yet.
I would not. Yeah. I hope it doesn't like adult onset.
How does it happen? Does it happen at birth or maybe it stems from trauma, right?
Yeah, I think that's a one. That's one that could happen.
That's like a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Let's say
Like
you were
real
abused,
trauma,
like you've seen death, war, you develop this personality thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, it shields you away from the, negative thoughts
Yep.
of the experience.
That has to be like a number
so,
one
yeah.
cause, dude. Okay, so it's called DID, dissociative identity disorder, previously known as multiple personality disorder.
Dissociative.
Let's see.
Mm,
It's
okay.
believed to develop as a way for individuals to cope with overwhelming trauma. Dude,
perfect.
are you a psychotherapist?
Yeah.
Let's see what are other things. Leading them to dissociate or detach for their sense of
it's
self.
just just reduce it to they reduce it basically to as a defense mechanism for trauma, basically.
I mean, that makes sense, dude. Think of something that like something traumatic that's happened to you and you just kind of like forget about it. That's your brain protecting itself.
Yeah. Or how about people who like experience what do you call this when a spirit takes over?
When a what?
When a spirit takes over you?
Oh, when you get possessed?
Yes. Would you say it's also possible that maybe that's
It's just
manifestation of your
yeah.
personality?
That's probably where it
A
stems
different
from.
identity, yeah.
Yeah, these people were just they have split personality
Yeah.
disorder.
And like this personality like for some reason can heal. Like that's like the
Yeah.
It's common, right?
Yeah. Because they didn't have answers back then.
Yeah.
So you just got to kind of like make it up on the fly. Call in a priest.
Yeah.
Interesting. Dang, dude.
So what are you gonna do? Let's say one morning you wake up as a beautiful woman. What's the first thing you're gonna do?
Like, how am I a 10?
Like, let's say for a day you're gonna be a attractive woman. How are you gonna spend that?
Is it still RJ's mind?
Yeah, but you're just a woman.
I'm sure you can guess. What would you do?
To listen more, subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to end the podcast. Wait, no. Wait, what would you do? What would you do? I know exactly. I'm sure all the listeners can guess right now. I'm sure you can guess exactly what I would do.
Gaslight all the men.
You know what? That's number 2, dude. For sure, I'd be a lesbian. I'm a lesbian, 100%.
Lesbian?
Yep.
Okay.
Finding me the best mirror. The biggest, best mirror. I don't think I'd be seeing anybody.
Just yourself?
Just spend a lot of time by myself, dude.
Yeah.
And then go to like the nearest gay bar.
Gay bar?
Yeah, and find another woman.
Are there women in gay bars?
I mean,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Are there
Yeah.
lesbian bars here? There has to be.
No, because a lot of gay men, they have a lot of woman friends.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's how they hang out. Yeah, I've been in a gay bar before.
Not like gay bar with men. Gay bar with women.
Yeah, with their
Yeah.
gay friends.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So women who has gay friends, they hang out in gay bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a fucked up thing. That's the first thing I think of. There's so many things you could do as a woman, and I just choose that. What would you do? Before we end the pod, what would you do?
Admit I'm wrong.
I like that. Let's fucking end the pod on that. This is the crazy motherfucker. We'll see you guys next week. Peace. We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.